I think we're gonna do a live action shot.
We'll do a live show. Let's do a live show next week. We're gonna
do a live show next week.
We'll talk about the Super Bowl coming up. And,
we'll do our own little radio roll from throwbacks.
Yeah, bring on some of our celebrities.
Yeah, a little radio roll from throwbacks. We'll bring in the characters. Hashtag fadeneal. Hashtag fadeneal. If you ever want to bet, I love you, Neil. And if you're watching this, brother, you go. Shout out to you, Neil. Like and subscribe. Add to the comment section. Hashtag fadeneal because. Friends, countrymen, fellow degenerates. Welcome to this championship weekend playoff edition of Bets and Buds. We the Buds help you cast some bets. It's a sad time here, Bobby Light, because we're getting down to the end here, brother. We're getting down to the end. I am Jason Smoking Token.
I'm Bobby Light.
Welcome back to this episode of Bets and Buds. Make sure you like and subscribe. Add to those comment section here, because we're getting down to the end. We're getting down to the end, baby. We're getting down to the end. Enjoy that new merch we got coming out here. We're hoping to have a live episode coming up here soon. Live episode coming up here, shooting from Throwbacks Bar and Grill here in St. Peters, Missouri. Baby, let's get this party going here because we got 2 games left.
Oh, big games, though.
Big games left, and they should be amazing outputs on this week, man.
Very great games.
But before we jump into that, how about that new coaching hires?
Harbaugh,
the Chargers.
Okay,
the Chargers might not be the Chargers.
I did not hear the other one.
All right, so what was the guy's name? Oh, I forget his name. He's the offensive coordinator from the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Buccaneers. Something Daniels from the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, really?
Carolina Panthers. So the Panthers brought this no name but he got Baker Mayfield going again.
All right.
Got him going, so he's down in Carolina.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens here.
Maybe he can get Young going now.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he gets Bryce Young going. That's reparation, revitalization project. Yeah, recollection project. You know, one of those things. Yeah, I smoke a lot of dope. Don't judge me.
We just smoke.
But yeah, so we got this thing going here, bro.
No, I like the Harbaugh hire though out in San Diego.
That's a great hire for San Diego. That is to finally get them on track again to where they stop being Chargers.
Yes,
because the Chargers were actually what the Lions used to be, as far as what they've been the last maybe 15 years or so. To when they find a way to lose games that they should win on a routine basis.
What was it? The last 3 years they lost what? Was it 14 games and leading in the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah. And the one thing you will find with Harbaugh's teams is he won't do that. He won't do. So next year we got a lot to look forward to with the Chargers. Might be a nice little playoff prop, to go throw into your bets later on in the season. So we're gonna keep diving into these football bets here because this is where we make our heyday.
Yeah, this is where you can actually make some pretty good money this weekend.
What's the right name guy?
Oh, Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris comes in. He got a Raheem Morris to the Falcons.
Really?
So that means no Bill Belichick again.
Wow.
No Bill Belichick again.
Maybe he's going to Washington.
The Commanders already said they didn't want Belichick.
Really?
And here's the problem that I find with that situation when it comes to coaching wise. Before we get into the games, let's dive into this a little bit because we only got 2 games to talk about. But
because the Raiders kept Pierce too.
Yeah, they kept Pierce, and they also brought Tom Telesco from the Chargers as a GM there. What you're finding with a lot of these organizations right now, you got these people that are positioned in power. They don't want to give up that power.
No.
So when you bring up Belichick into an organization.
Yeah. He's going to be your GM.
As a GM, you're saying, okay, I'm about to cut my own fucking tail off, basically, essentially, at that standpoint. So
what's left open?
You got Seattle.
Oh, yeah, because Carol.
We got Seattle. Yeah, so we got, I think, Vrabel interviewed there today.
Oh, Tennessee.
No, Tennessee already hired the coach. Tennessee was that was Callahan. Callahan from the Bengals. The Bengals offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's right.
Callahan. So Bill Callahan, who was the Raiders. He was offensive line coach for a long time. Yes, it's his son. Yeah. It's a lot of nepotism in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Just like many of those entertainment industry things you got there. It's a lot of nepotism there. But Bill Callahan's son, the coach for the Raiders, who coached against John Gruden in the Super Bowl against the Bucs, who was John Gruden's team, he basically took over that team.
Took that team.
Yeah, took him to the Super Bowl with Rich Gannon.
Oh yeah.
So his son he's taking over that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got that in Tennessee now. So now we got Seattle, and we've got Washington, and now Raheem Morris is in Atlanta. Well, we'll see. Crazy. We'll see.
Wow, Belichick might have to sit out a year.
He might have to sit out a year and might have to figure out some team that's desperate enough to bring him in and say, oh my gosh, I need to do something for this organization.
Because actually, I've only heard his name come up with the Falcons.
Yeah, he's been the only, that's been the only job. Like, he had 2 interviews there, and they backed out. So, and obviously, you see they brought in Raheem Morris. So, we'll see.
Now, that's his second go-around, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Raheem Morris, he was actually with Tampa Bay, but I think was his first coaching job. Yep, Tampa Bay was his first coaching job. All right, brother. So we're going to dive into the Chiefs and the Ravens here. Chiefs and Ravens.
Should be a hell of a game.
Oh, this should be an unbelievable game, man. Like, I mean, this is what we talk about, like, when we talk about, like, quarterbacks of the future. These are young quarterbacks. Both of these guys are below the age of 28 years old. So we're going to see these battles going on for a long period of time. Long period of time.
That's just the AFC in general, I mean, with all of those guys.
Yeah, it's loaded right now. I mean, it really is. The AFC is loaded with good young quarterback play because nobody had to deal with Joe Burrow, thankfully, for any of them right now. Like, none of them had to deal with Joe Burrow. So we'll see. Who do you like in this game, Bobby?
I actually like Kansas City to go in and pull off the upset in this game.
Do you?
I do. What do you like in this one?
All right, well, we know how this is going during the season.
Hey, I got the over-under last week. You got the other two, but I got that over-under.
We know how this goes during the season, but, so for me, I like this. I think like this is the Ravens' time.
Okay.
The Ravens are playing too good and too crisp football.
Put 2 Jason Circles down on my paper.
Right now. So, I mean, they're 3.5-point favorites is what I got the Ravens at.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to cover that.
I've got them at 4.
And they're obviously going to hit the money line. And I like the over at 44.5.
I like the over as well.
Yeah, so we're both on the over on there.
But I like the Chiefs to go in, and they've just got the experience. They're not scared.
They're not scared. I mean, the Chiefs aren't scared of anything. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson, nobody has anything to script to get ready for Lamar Jackson.
No.
Nobody does.
No, because that's a human cheat code back then.
And we also got Mark Andrews probably going to be back, too. So
I did see that.
So you got the development of Isaiah Likely, the other tight end. Now with Mark Andrews back as well in the fold. And then all these other weapons that are like thrown in there, Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham.
Justice Hill.
Yeah, Justice Hill. And Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin Cook, which we will touch on later. Because I got something really juicy with Dalvin Cook involved later on. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things. But I think this is a totally different Ravens team than anybody's seen like in the last few years. So that's kind of where I'm going. I'm leaning on the Ravens here. And I have something different that I got. It's a little bit of juice. It's a little different than what we normally are accustomed to. I actually don't do this very often. But with 2 games left and to be a championship weekend, I like the correct score parlay,
okay,
brother.
I'm going to write this one down on the back of my paper, just so I don't miss it.
So what I'm going with on this correct score here is I like 34-27 Ravens over the Chiefs. That pays out at plus 15,000 through FanDuel. Plus 15,000 through FanDuel. Ravens over the Chiefs for a correct score parlay. Man,
that's worth putting $10 on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you put $10 on that, you win $1,500.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's crazy.
Like, how do you argue with that whatsoever? I mean, so and that might be one of those, and I usually don't place that low of a unit bet, but you know what? I might go with like $20 again, say fuck it, just to see what happens. But I really feel strongly about that 34-27.
Okay, 34-27
as far as that bet there.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any parlay picks there, Bobby?
I do actually. In this game, I like Edwards under 41.5 yards rushing. He got 40 last week. And with Cook and Hill and Lamar, I definitely see Edwards being the odd man out, except for the goal line. Right. Yeah. So under 41.5 yards rushing. Give me Jackson anytime touchdown, and the Chiefs on the money line because I actually have them winning. That's plus 850.
Oh, okay. Nice. Not bad at all. So for me, I got like just solely this game. I got the Ravens hitting the money line. The over at 44.5 is what I had, and I had Mahomes rush over 26.5 yards rushing. So over 26.5 yards rushing, and an OBJ anytime touchdown. Okay. OBJ showing ahead anytime touchdown. Okay. Plus 15-19.
15-19.
Plus 15-19.
And that's a 4-leg parlay?
Yeah, that's a 4-leg parlay. Plus 15-19. Right. Plus 15-19. That's what I like in that game. But I also have another one here.
Okay.
Another one, a little deep dive. If anybody wants a deep dive for some big money in your pockets, because we only got 2 games left. You only got so much football you got left to bet on. I have Patrick Mahomes anytime touchdown score. Dalvin Cook anytime touchdown score. 49-98. Those 2 guys score a touchdown. And you saw Dalvin Cook, good guy, got involved with the offense a little bit at the end of the game.
He was involved.
You're like, okay, let's give him some legs. And let's let him know if we need you next week, we're going to use you. And so I like Dalvin Cook anytime touchdown. Patrick Mahomes anytime touchdown, 49-98. Also, if you add in there OBJ OBJ get another 22 and a half yards receiving. This adds an extra leg to that parlay. And this is how we explain how you win the extra money of gambling, how you lay out your parlays and your picks at that range.
22 and a half yards?
22 and a half yards receiving by OBJ. That's all he needs.
You want the over.
Oh, yes, I obviously want the over. I never go the under. I've learned a long time ago. If I feel like it's going to be under, I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone. So, plus 86.79. Plus 86.79. So, again, that's winning that big money, winning that big juice. That's what I like in that game, going for that win.
I mean, that's the kind of bet, like that bet right there is if you just want to dabble a little bit.
Yeah.
You throw $15-$20 on it, and you're winning $400, $500, $600, $700.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you throw, like, again, if you
you put the hundo
or throw 50. So usually a lot of times with those bets like that, usually a lot of times when I throw those type of bets out there, I throw 50 on it. Okay. Now I'm winning $4,300.
You're right.
$50 wins you $4,300. Like, oh, you know what? How many times you trick off $50 in your life, man? Yeah, we're old in the motherfucker now. We tricked off $50 plenty of times in our life. Plenty of times. So, from that end, 86.79, I like that juice. I like that juice a lot. Everything else I have on that one is kind of combined, parlays between the two games.
Right, I've got another one with the two games combined.
Yeah, I got a couple with the two games combined as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. So that's that game. I like the Chiefs. I mean, I don't like the Chiefs, don't get me wrong, but I like the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? If it happened, I wouldn't see it like a damn.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to be, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Because it's Mahomes. I mean, it's fucking Mahomes, man. And at the end of the day, I mean, the dude's a silent assassin. I mean, he's a killer. He is just a killer.
Let's see it. Come on, Taylor Swift magic.
Yeah, let's leave that bitch out of that shit. Yeah, because you know what? Taylor Swift, enjoy yourself. But she lost me after last week when I saw the whole little hype video. Okay, but it's here nor there. It is what it is. Everybody enjoy their football for whatever reason. They enjoy their football because we only got 2 weeks left.
That's it.
Only got 2 weeks left, baby. All right, so next up we got the Lions at the Niners. Lions at the Niners.
See, I flipped on this game multiple times. I flipped on and wrote it down and still had to cross something out because I flipped again. So I don't know what I like in this game, but I'm going to tell you what I think.
What do you think?
But let's hear what you think.
Okay, all right, you want to hear what I think on this?
I want to hear what you
All right, so for me, I'm going to tell you right now. I got them at 7 points as underdogs, the Lions. I like the Lions to cover that 7 points.
Okay.
I like the Lions to cover that 7 points, but I still like the Niners to win. I like the over, so the over I heard got bumped up to 51.5. Like, I'm actually kind of going reverse on that right now. I liked it at 50.5, but that extra point kind of scared me off a little bit on that end, so I actually want to back off, and I'm actually going to go the under on that game.
Okay. You're going to go under.
Yes, I'm going to go under on that game at 51.5, because at 50.5, yes, I'll take that all day, but for some reason with that 51.5, that extra point kind of scares me off with the bump on it. If it was 51 straight, okay. But 51.5, it kind of scares me off a little bit. So I just want to back off on that one there. Also, too, you'll see why, because I have an exact score. But we'll dive into what you like here first.
I like San Francisco to cover this win, and I like the over as well. And the only reason I like San Francisco to cover is Detroit. I mean, they're signing guys off the street right now. And that's 4 guys they've signed this week off the street. They're hurting. Detroit's hurting right now. They're a good team, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's their time yet.
It's not their time, but I can still see it being a battle of a game.
Okay.
I can still see it being a battle of a game. But, you know.
But I like San Francisco for that touchdown.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So for me in that end, so my exact score, so I went on another correct score on this game here for this one here. So I had 24-20 Niners over the Lions. 24-20 Niners over the Lions. That paid out at plus 13,000. Plus 13,000. So again, you pay $10, you win $1,300.
Yep.
So that's right there. You pay $10 for a bet, you win $1,300. 24-20 is what is the final score on that one. I'd love to see how close I get at either one of these. It's the first time I've done this in this range, but I like that a lot for that game, and that game specifically. Is at 24-20 again? Why it kind of cashes into my under bet, and the more I thought about that, that's what even made me more so push to the under on that one.
Oh yeah, I could see that happening.
All right, so in this game, I do have a parlay specific just to this game here.
Okay.
So what I have the Laporta touchdown, anytime touchdown score.
He is out.
Laporta is out?
Yep, he has been ruled out.
Oh, he has been ruled out. Oh, maybe that's why they got Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to scratch. So let's scratch that one all the way off the board. There's 2 of my bets I'm going to scratch all the way off the board then. Okay, so yeah, Laporta has been ruled out.
You want to look something up real quick?
Oh, no. We'll go in and we'll dump into that. Go ahead and dive into what you got.
Okay, in this game, I like San Francisco to cover that 7, St. Brown anytime touchdown, and a Kittle anytime touchdown, and it pays $6.75. I mean, not a great payout as far as like huge money, but $6.75. That's closer to that
solid
500. That's closer to that.
Oh yeah, that's still
range.
plus 500.
So yeah, $6.75. I like that.
Yeah, that's still plus 500. All right, so yeah, well, you know what? Like Laporta being out, that killed every parlay that I had pretty much going on, just because of how solid he's been.
I just read it like right before.
Really. Okay, yeah. That had to have been like up current news.
Yeah, he is out for the week. They announced 4 guys out, but he was the big name.
Oh wow, that had to be why they went for Zach Ertz. Had to have been why they went for Zach Ertz. All right, so I mean, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll stick with that one there. Well, shit. I have to deep dive into some stuff.
Yeah,
here
you're
a little
gonna
bit.
Deep dive a little bit.
Yeah, I have to deep dive a little bit into something to combine.
Yeah, I got another
one
that I like. I'm gonna do my over under and on the money line. If you take KC on the money and the over in that game, San Francisco on the money and the over in that game, that pays $1,068. So I like that bet.
Okay, cool. I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. See, I didn't put any like parlays together with the outcomes of the games. Because I like that. Sometimes we get down to the nitty gritty here, especially when I don't have any like specific rooting interest in there. I like just kind of go with like player props and going that in there. But with Laporta being out, that changes everything. I mean, like absolutely everything.
It does change everything.
Because every bet he's just been such a go-to for them this entire time.
He was a hell of a time.
Oh yeah, I mean he just had a great season and been such a go-to. Soldiered up to go and play this last game to get him to this round. So if he gets in there, maybe he'll get in there and, like I said, Super Bowl.
So what was your bet with the Laporta? Because if you stuck Ertz in that position, I'm sure the payout would be even more.
Oh, it would definitely be more. Oh, so okay, so
crazy.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be all right. So let's
or
see
even the backup.
Let's see. Well, Zach Ertz. Well, the reason why they picked him up was because the backup got hurt.
The backup's hurt too.
The backup was hurt.
Let's see what they got for a Zach Ertz.
Yeah, the backup was hurt. Right, so in for that, what I had Laporta anytime touchdown, McCaffrey anytime touchdown, Purdy over 8.5 yards rushing, Gibbs over 22.5 yards receiving, and I did an alternate bet for McCaffrey over 25 yards receiving was plus 1420.
Okay. Well, the difference between Laporta and Ertz as far as anytime touchdown is 400. So Laporta was plus 150.
So we're talking like a plus 1,800 roughly. Yeah, we're talking like a plus 1,800. So I mean, you know that. And I probably wouldn't go with Ertz or anytime touchdown in that range. I'd probably plug in a St. Brown. I'd probably plug in a St. Brown.
Even a Reynolds.
Or honestly, to be truthful, I'd probably go even more safer than that. I'd go Montgomery. Because Montgomery didn't find the end zone last week, but Montgomery has been a great, safe, anytime touchdown scorer all season long. I mean, for the most part, outside of when Director Dave needed him last week. You know what I mean? That was one of those. Speaking of last week, like I had a bet last.
Just make sure I'm not talking out of my ass, though.
Ertz is at plus 800.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be plus 800. I'm sure. I mean, because Laporta was. I mean, red zone wise. I mean, he is there.
Okay, no, now they've changed it for 1 hour ago. They've upgraded him.
He's upgraded.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Laporta.
All right, so Laporta's in there. All right, so we're gonna talk as if this motherfucker's playing. Yeah, bet back on, baby.
He's up there,
we're gonna talk as if this motherfucker's playing. All right, so I got another parlay going on in, so let me dive into all of these here. So the next one here I got is Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown score. This is a touchdown parlay right here. Lamar Jackson, Rashee Rice, Christian McCaffrey, and Sam Laporta plus 1509.
Ooh, okay.
Those four guys score a touchdown plus 1509. Plus 1509. So, all right, then the next game I have on this one here, I have McCaffrey anytime touchdown, Laporta anytime touchdown, David Montgomery, and then Lamar Jackson plus 2011.
Oh. Ooh.
Plus 2011, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
so again.
As long as Laporta, I mean, they upgraded his status, so as long as he's in, that's still a safe bet.
You know, I mean, like, I was shocked because the reason why they signed Zach Ertz was because the backup tight end got hurt last week. It wasn't because of Laporta, so let's see what happens here.
Laporta is still dealing with that knee injury.
No, but he had a knee injury last week and it fucking balled his ass off. I mean, he still had a good game. So, I mean, you know what? This is Championship Sunday, brother.
It is, man. It's going to be a
Championship Sunday. It's going to be a great week. Great week of football, brother. Great week of football. And you know what? We're coming down to the end of this. So We got to see it's Super Bowl or bust. So next week we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do a live action shot.
We'll do a live show. Let's do a live show next week.
We're gonna do a live show next week.
We'll talk about the Super Bowl coming up. And,
we'll do our own little radio roll from throwbacks.
Yeah, bring on some of our celebrities.
Yeah, a little radio roll from throwbacks. We'll bring in the characters. Hashtag fadeneal. Hashtag fadeneal. If you ever want to bet, I love you, Neil. And if you're watching this, brother, you go. Shout out to you, Neil. Like and subscribe. Add to the comment section. Hashtag fadeneal. Because if you ever want to bet that you feel like really good about, like going for, see what Neil likes on that bet, and then you go the exact opposite on that bet. Because I'm telling you right now, hashtag Fade Neil is one of the best football bets you can do, bro. It really is.
We love you, Neil.
Yeah, we love you because you know what? Last week when he made that bet for the Bucs versus Lions, I knew the Lions were going to win. Jeez. The only thing I needed was the under last week. That was the only over under that I missed. That was the only under that I missed last week was because I picked the over. I picked the under. I'm sorry.
You picked the under.
I picked the under, and that last touchdown that the Bucs snuck in there, I got the over. And so it is what it is.
They got me too. That cost me.
Because that was gonna be big juice.
That cost me.
And the other thing I'll tell you is never go get your hunches. Because last week I came on here and I said I wanted 2 touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey, 2 touchdowns for Travis Kelce.
And he didn't make.
And I didn't make that fucking bet, and it was plus 25-40, and that fucking shit hit. I was so mad. I'm still sick to my stomach right now because I know what I'm looking at. I'm still good going in the playoffs. I'm sick to my stomach that I didn't make that bet because I felt so good about that one.
I really thought you had hit it because we had talked about it.
Over and over again. But then we got down there, we were sitting there that day, and for whatever reason, it just escaped my mind, and I didn't make. I lost. Again, Uncle Mo, please come on.
Yeah, get this.
Come on, get it because I would have made that shit right away. Boom, right off the get-go, please. So please, by this time next year, I hope that we are saying, we did it, baby. We did it. We're making bets here in Missouri.
Bets in Missouri.
We got our options
from my couch.
We got no driving to Illinois, no journeys, no ventures out. It's been fun. I mean, it's good bonding.
Oh, it's fun.
It's good bonding moments, good bonding experience. We have good times during the process. But again, I would love to be able to
have to do it.
No, but that's also like with Director Dave and I said. It's going to be the utmost restraint next year. Right. To learn not to chase.
Yeah, to sit on your couch and go, oh, man.
Be lying in bed at like 2 in the morning, like, ooh, that looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. And he makes some stupid ass play in bed.
You definitely got to have in moderation.
Yeah, you just got to be like, remember, don't try to change your tax bracket in a plus or minus fashion in any way possible whatsoever when you're gambling. It's just do this for entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes only because, that's what we do it for. We do this so we enjoy
Some
football.
of those games are boring, so.
Man, it gives you a reason to watch that shit. And so we're gonna figure out how to, after the season's over, you got to teach me some of your Bobby Blue Line fucking specials, brother.
We got some hockey. I'm a hocky guy, so.
Yeah, he's a hockey guy. So we got Bobby Blue Line, baby.
And then we're getting some college basketball.
Yeah, we got college basketball.
March Madness coming up. That's always a fun time.
Yeah,
that's a great betting time.
You hear this lack of enthusiasm in our voice. We're trying to make ourselves excited.
It's not the same. It's not the same as betting on football.
It's not the same. Football just has a different level of a juice, like as far as betting, excitement, because it's that 1 week interaction.
But my biggest win was a hockey bet.
I know, bro. I tell everybody all the time. I say if anybody like I will go ride with Bobby on a hockey bet anytime.
Oh yeah, my biggest win's on hockey.
That's why I call you Bobby Blue Line. Blue Line, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
You know what? So it's been a great season here, brother.
Hell yeah, Jason.
Let's go ahead. Let's get this thing going. We're gonna do a live shot next week. Get this party action going.
Thanks for everybody for watching.
Shout out to True on the Track. Bless him with this intro, outro beat. Make sure you like and subscribe. Add to the comment section. We love you, people.
Peace.
Peace.